Last week, we introduced you to the USMCA and how it's blatantly a revived NAFTA. Today, we'll go a little more in depth to show you exactly why the USMCA is such a bad idea. I'm Robin Kinderman, and you're watching JBS Straight Talk. In his latest article, What's Wrong with the USMCA?, Christian Gomez states that the pact is even worse than NAFTA regarding undermining American sovereignty and self-determination in favor of North American integration extending beyond trade to include labor and environmental policies. To explain, he writes, the USMCA's Chapter 23 on labor subordinates the United States to the International Labor Organization, ILO, affirming all three countries' commitment to the ILO's Declaration on Fundamental Principles and Rights at Work and Declaration on Social Justice for a Fair Globalization. What this basically means is that the USMCA will create one big labor union that all three countries must answer to. Article 23.3 obligates the US, Mexico, and Canada to adopt and maintain in its statutes and regulations the effective recognition of the right to collective bargaining. From the language, it's not clear how Chapter 23 could impact our individual states' various right-to-work laws. Gomez writes that this could lead to their abolition or repeal either through a future USMCA resolution dispute panel or through stronger enforcement provisions in a USMCA Implementation Act. More rules and complications are just what we need, right? Beyond trade, the USMCA also establishes a vast bureaucracy of committees, subordinate to an all-powerful Free Trade Commission made up of unelected delegates from all three countries. Among these many committees is the North American Competitiveness Committee. What is that, you ask? According to Chapter 26, the committee shall discuss effective approaches and develop information-sharing activities to support a competitive environment in North America that facilitates trade and investment between the parties and promotes economic integration and development within the free trade area. Why would we need a competitiveness committee when we already have a free market? Obviously, the USMCA wants to piggyback off our success, so they've created this new committee to integrate the economies of all three countries in order to make North America more competitive with the rest of the world's other so-called free trade areas and economic unions. As you can see, all of their fancy lawyer speak sounds great at first, but it's all just a sneaky way of getting the U.S. even more under the thumb of the United Nations. The USMCA is more than just a simple trade agreement with neighbors. It's about American subordination to global governance schemes like the UN, ILO, and World Trade Organization, and to further the economic integration of the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. To read Gomez's article and learn more, you can get your copy of this issue at shopjbs.org. The USMCA is NAFTA on steroids, and it brings us closer to a North American Union than ever before. That said, we need you to contact Congress and the President and urge them to both reject the USMCA and get us out of the UN. There's still time. Links are in the description below. So until next time, take care, God bless, and happy Thanksgiving.